Mrs. Mamta Pongla. Mamta's daughter Purvi studies at Tech, and after that she's also a permanent resident over there. And later her son David started his studies at Mangalore Institute of Technology, and now he's also a resident over there. And he's aspiring to do his PhD at University of Auckland. So thank you, Mamta, and in spite of her troubled needs, she's come over here to come and share the experience of both her kids in children.
Thank you for your kind words, Arun. Good morning, all of you, all one and all present here. People often talk about their children went there, they got a job, they get a residency, they got a citizenship. But I would like to start from the basic. Why do you need to choose New Zealand vis-a-vis other countries? So that's very important, because when parents apply, or when students they go as a family, then it's very difficult, because there are umpty number of choices, with every country appealing you to come over, and then suddenly they change their plans, and you don't know what happens next. So it's very important that why you choose a country like New Zealand. When our children are going to a place like India, particularly a place like Madurai or a city like Madurai, it's very, very similar in terms of people. People are nice, they are as nice as you could be here, or as smart as you are here. So it's quite a balancing act when children from this place transit to another place like New Zealand. Secondly, it's very open. By far there will be racism everywhere, but New Zealand, we found is very less in terms of racism. So that is another very big factor. They're very open. I mean, the kind of people that you see is from all backgrounds. They're not from one particular region. So if you're working, and it's really a diversity factor. So it's just not for the sake of showing for their books or for their social media. They believe in the fact of diversity. So that's another reason. The third reason is that it's easier when children transit from this, from a third city like that of ours to New Zealand, and then find a foothold there, because people are receptive, people are open, people are very, very in sync with you to welcoming you to that country. So that's another reason. And the fourth one which I observed is that once you send your children out to any country, as a matter of fact, but New Zealand, they found it more easier to accommodate themselves in terms of emotional security, in terms of social balance, in terms of course, all children learn to do multitasking when they are in any country, as a matter of fact. But then when it comes to New Zealand, it's more easier because you have less distractions in that country. So it's either there's nature, or there are people, or there is you. There is nothing else. So if you want to go hubbing and you want to be gallivanting all the time, I would suggest that's not the place. You of course have everything everywhere, but then it's a very good balance for children to begin with, because there are very few distractions there. So these are the few things which I found it was easier for my children to get a foothold in New Zealand. And then education, of course, is at par with other countries, and it's well recognized. It's an English-speaking nation, and a small country, right? Of course, it's in the middle of nowhere, but a small country, and there's a lot of transiting population. A lot of people just migrate to Australia. A gentleman just spoke that he got an offer from Australia, but he chose not to go. So there are a lot of people who choose to go